There's some people here I promised a poem to I would do first on stage. Are they here? No, good, because I wanted to do a different one. I'm actually going to do it. If anyone saw my set, I introduced the stage the other day, but I think the Rainbow Goddess missed my set and I thought it was an appropriate poem for you. Almost as a countenance. So just bear this in mind, okay? What? I don't see. Our sexuality, the originessence of our beings, held in secrecy till of age we come to be. A child can understand. Human gets you, man, woman, same. DNA, mother and father are mixed, unbalanced, masculine, feminine, traits and tricks of the trade. Held in shame by tradition of dollar signing, cock, tits and arse, but no blame for sexual bliss. Loved ones. Remiss I would be not to fully declare I'm a sexual being whole, fully aware that illusions and preferences, tendencies, tastes, envelop our prejudice and pride. Let's rape happen, what should be given his share. There's a mirror amongst you, sheds no light in my bare soul. When love for the self is dismissed as ego, as softness emerges and raises its head, not for show, but timidly curious, naked and scared, till the abyss of this abscess permits us to be bare with each other and say, fucking love you! Everyone each day. What is it that keeps me from stroking your face, elevating this feeling that regardless of place, you've a union within you just waiting to bloom into humanity true? No, it's not, just a rumour. A cell sextants to navigate shells of the sexual, it's an energy unpolarised and ionised and a screwy-like as my gender illusory ripples inside with the awareness of frequently stereotyping inwardly, afraid of you seeing me, just being me nakedly, shamelessly humbled, the human I am, nailing self to the cross of what is human. The Adam and Eve metaphor for division in self is to die for identity within two become four. People evolving the aforesaid mentioned parable, platonic cave with no door or retreat from pornographic bleep. We are not teaching our children, they're beautiful! Yeah. A little human microcosm taught that it is sinful. Simply by being it is open to the wonder of a world of their own in its splendour. The green, the blue, the muck, and you continue from the time you weren't alive until your end you've earned. The credits roll on DMT Purging. Where are you now? This game set to hardcore. What is it I live for? To grow or to shine for? Formidable plans to escape the landscape I painted more. Like a blasphemy about my own humanity will earn me a degree of hostility because it's wrong to enjoy my own body. With every creature with plumage, antlers or wings, lack of gnar piercing through skies, eagles screaming. Say, I can scream too! I'm a human, goddammit, or bless it instead, because the world's full of people who eat up and bled from being born again into the school of the emotionally dead. So slay any notion I'm different from you, being man, woman, both. I'm just like you two. Thank you very much. So, I hope that was an appropriate answer, beautiful words. Once more for the Rainbow Goddess, because that's right, you are all one thing, one colour expressed, anyway. But yes, thank you, and all of the other performers as well. So I used to fundraise for Amnesty International over the last year and a half, and I used to write my pictures into poems. It was the first time I found a function for artwork, as well as shamanistic practices, but that's something kind of similar. But it's the first time my poetry had a mechanism that was convincing people that there are important things happening in the world that we need to pay attention to. So this poem I'm about to do for you now is the first poem I've written since then that is a functional poem. It's an invitation. And I'm chugging right now. You're all being fundraised, but not for money. And that'll present itself as the poem continues. So this is a 911 to the world. The most important note in music, and subtlest colour in paint. In dance, it is the most profound use of space. It's the void inside the atom, the expanse of the universe, the act of listening, golden and beckoning. Without it, no star would shine, and humanity would fit inside a cube of sugar. So most of you, most of kings and peasants too, it's simply silence. Whatever spoken before or after may echo 1,000 centuries, but surely fades as words decay into each other's miseries. We shout and blame and make much din, wearing each other's patience thin. Amnesty, I think, all humans need from each other now, more than ever. Whether or not Twin Towers demolish once conspiracy, no doubt this tragedy has burned into memory, mistrust, and fearfully divided us. I don't care who you are, what horrors you hide. We, the walking turds of the earth, can't forgiveness now deny. 60 million people died as World War I ensued, so 2 minutes of silence for each person, that means 0.00002 seconds per person is allegedly remembered. It's not enough. Lest we forget, we forgot. We forgot to forgive. So I cordially invite you all to come stand with me in silence for a day, from 9 to 5 in Greenwich Mean Time. Book a fucking holiday on 9/11 to remember every fallen soldier, every victim of rape, torture and oppression, every human who jumped that day. May the day double as an invitation to every politician to stop talking, or soldiers to stop shooting, or police to be human, or faiths to come together regardless of the weather. Bring food to share and bright clothes to wear. If you sing your prayers, don't not dare fill this void. Of course you can talk, this is only invitation, but the point is to wait in patience. Oh, to shut the fuck up! Nature, bountiful as she is also hurricanes, volcanoes, cancer, dementia, entropy, terrorists, murderers, and you. What have you done that needs forgiving? Only you know that, though. There's no sin in sinning. We're here to learn. We are each other, warriors, sovereigns, magicians, and lovers. To the people who dare try to lead this meandering guerrilla rabble, I applaud every effort and misspent penny. Maybe they did it just to survive. Maybe they just can't stop telling lies. Maybe they love money more than people. They're still humans in the game of life. With no compassion for the criminals, the homeless, nor junkies, nor leaders of the world committing horrid atrocities. This is no protest, nor rebellion or such, just an invitation for all people to trust in a world sustainable, to suspend all suspicion in the reflection of the mirrors of each other, choose to see the flesh-driven stardust monkeys we are, weep for our sacrifice, laugh with our pain, rage playfully and dance, standing still. Love is an answer, but if you're asking the question, you're not quietly feeling it, just begging suggestion. So go stand with our government on 9/11, adamant that heaven can be made from this hell. And when that bell strikes at 5, let's pie like it's $29.99. Turn the earth into a house pie, but knowing that if I hurt you, I'm just hurting me. You are all a part of me, and I a part of you, a system of a down and an up for each other at all. I'll invite you a third time, come stand with me in silence for a day, and collectively agree to just wipe the slate clean. No answers for what happens after. Just a wish to hear the sorrow amongst the laughter. September 11. Book it off, to quietly wait for each other to just... Thank you. Can you spare me 8 hours a year? Who can't spare 8 hours a year to just come and just wait for the world to shut up? Anyone? 8 hours a year, wicked sound. Houses in Westminster, this September 11, that's where I'm going, dressed very loud and being very quiet. Funny games, isn't it? Okay, so... My last one before we're going to pass you over to the open micers. So yeah, if anyone's had a poem from me over the course of this festival, you know I charge per poem when I'm out busking, but this is the stage, my payment for right now. Because there's one poem on there I charge £10 per person for. It's ballsy and no one's ever done it, but someone actually gave me £10 not to hear it last year. That was hilarious. He just thought the idea was hilarious. There's a tenner, mate, I'll see you at midnight, but you're going to be too fucked, I'm going to be too fucked, you're never going to remember it. We're just like 2 o'clock in the morning, I've got a tenner and I'm laughing my arse off, it's great. But this is, I feel, my most powerful poem and I want to light some fires, so this is the beat. You. Yeah, you. The ones at the back trying not to be noticed. You think you're so small, you lost your colours. You think I don't see you, but if I am you, then how can I not? So scared, being afraid of feeling at all. You're taught to wear that strange mask that says, don't see me. In amongst the faceless that parade joylessly in those drab streets with matching drab clothes and drab songs. You blended so well against the pavements, roads and tyres, tirelessly slaving for what you never wanted. The neon pronounces what is important for you now. Interest in me rates highly in the winter sale of your spirit to a boat built on land. The artificial you that lives in your pocket, your phone contract, driver's license and tax return. They gave this to you. Them. They got you beat. Turned your gas hog to simmer, only offering you a glimmer of not even hope anymore. Who the fuck is this Bill guy and why's he got all your squiller? The judges on last night's talent show berate the fledgling and rate the singing, telling you to do you. So you don't sing, dance, paint, run, laugh, or indeed live. They taught you not to. Them. The infamous them. Shadowy yet obvious, rhyming you in deviousness, devise of lingual tricks, illegal matrix, and the violent domestics get dismissed, because to suffer on their ship means to allow. Change of face, still a suit. Make a law, make a criminal. To the suits that can afford to be criminal, I salute your lies, one artist to another. I fictionalise while they plagiarise 1984. And what for? I see nothing but slaves, standing sweatshop sweaters and financial fetters. Won't you just let us be? I wasn't born to be angry at the world that birthed me, nor this brethren mirror maze that perplexes me in my time of need. Christ, I need to scream. They know not what they do. My fucking eye, you hypocrite. Although I agree wholeheartedly with him, you didn't give a shit. And you. Yeah. You again. You behind the bike shed! Why are you so still? The teachers always tell you what to do until they told you there was always another teacher above you as well. Did the ones who went to protest right and die not to sort of eye for those in control of the land, river, sky? Our land, our river, our sky. The spaceship force from sun, your body's from the earth. Feel this anger with me when I say, why can't you just see? There's so much beauty. Everything that exists in you exists in me. So please, This flame that I'm praying I've kindled in you should be warming your belly by now, feasting on the fear you're shedding, recycling these charcoal feelings that are disintegrating into reunion inside you beast, you angel, you demon, cosmic manifestation of an arson attack with the artist formerly known as God. You're like a candle that sees itself and literally mobile sunshine and blessed to every blue collar, white collar, dog collar, no dollar, lesbian, bin man, politician, Rastafarian, Quaker, poet, torturer, torturee, expat, Muslim, rapist, racist, father, son, cousin, friend, foe, stranger, strongest, weakest, both alive. You are the way, you are the light, you are the dark, you are the light. Thank you very much.
So I've been Richmond off Bayless. Thank you very much, folks. Holy shit! Wow. Thank you very much, Rich. Rich, soon to be famous. Okay. Oh right. Okay. So it's open mic time. So.